I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how RuneSlayer continues to just throw their own game down the drain. But you guys can see, RuneSlayer is currently at 3,000 players. And if you guys remember my video from yesterday, they were at 22k, averaging probably 21k throughout this whole week. So you guys might be wondering, how the hell do you go from averaging 22k to 3k players? And the answer is quite simple. They wiped every single player slot. Now some people, very few people, didn't get wiped, and this is like the 3,000 that didn't get wiped, I imagine, or it's just new players. But yeah, basically almost every single person inside of RuneSlayer, their whole account was wiped. They have nothing. All their slots are gone. All their progressions gone. Literally everything they did inside of this game is just gone. Now, will they roll it back? Maybe. I see it as a slight possibility. I don't know how they would. If they don't, just expect major compensation. Either way, people were already getting bored of the game. People didn't want to play the game anymore, anything like that. So if they don't manage to roll it back and people don't get their slots back and they just give like big compensation, I don't think anyone's going to play the game. Just being brutally honest, I don't know how the game had 22k in the first place because I went inside the slime chat, which is like their high ranking chat inside the Discord, and they were like basically just flaming the game, saying, oh yeah, even if it comes back up, or if I get my slot back, I'm not gonna play. The game wasn't that good. We just need a new game, and then we can finally be free from this bullshit, yada yada yada. So do I think RuneSlayer can come back from this? Being brutally honest, the game was already dead. Like, it had 22k players, sure, but nobody was making content. Nobody was doing anything for the game. Um, Honestly, if everyone gets their slot back, I think the game will be at like 10k players or something. I don't think it will ever reach 20k again. Maybe, but they would either, like I said, have to roll everyone back or do major compensation, something. Um, so we'll just have to see. But as far as right now, if you log into RuneSlayer, there's a very high chance that you are completely wiped. Last time I logged in, if you guys go watch, I think my video yesterday, I was wiped. I don't know if it's the same bug or something else. I know Revolver, when he first started the game like 2 weeks ago, his account was wiped. I don't know how you have an issue within the game where your whole account is just like gone. I just don't understand how that's really possible to happen. Um, but yeah, basically, right now, we are just waiting for a new game to come out. Because either way, RuneSlayer is already dead. There's no content. There's nothing for the game. They're slowing down on updates as well, which is terrible. You guys can see, this is the recent change logs. There has been one change per day. On average, before they were doing this many changes. I don't know, like, what they're doing, but the amount of change logs, just everything, boom. And then it's exactly as I said, and Zuko is just live streaming, abusing his perms, not saying anything. So GG. Honestly, I don't really care at this point. I've already got my content out on the game. If you guys have any other videos that you guys do want me to publish on this game, I mean, I can, but being brutally honest, there's nothing to post, which is basically what I said inside this video. You know, I already did a progression gun. I did my 2 builds. I did this. How to get vampire. Showcase. That is the whole content on the game. There's literally nothing else to post on this game, which is actually a little insane to me. How the game can just have that little bit of content. But you guys can see Zuko right here is basically just setting himself, giving himself perms, live streaming every day, abusing his perms. Nobody's really surprised on that, right? Of course, that's all what we kind of expected him to do. And then as far as everyone else, I mean, Tana's dropping a build video. Honestly, this is probably Tana's like last video though. I doubt he'll really drop another one because you guys can kind of see the views like go down. That is because nobody really cares about RuneSlayer anymore, right? This is when the game first came out. Everyone was like, ooh, let me get a new build. This one was like, okay, I'm still kind of playing the game. Let me watch this video. This one is nobody fucking cares about the game anymore, right? It's just how it is. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the game doesn't come back from this. As I said, it literally has 3K players. It's going down by the hundreds, basically like every minute. As far as new games, I know that there was like 3 new games. I know Revolver posted a video, basically saying, you know, maybe he didn't, maybe he deleted the video. But basically there was 3 games, or no, it was a live stream. So 3 games came out. I believe it was Duelbound, this other game, and then Mugen. Honestly, all those names kind of suck. Duelbound might be the only decent one there. So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, and Duelbound's not even out. They said they publicly released it's not even out, so that's great. But yeah, at the current moment, if I'm being brutally honest, for the whole of Roblox, just being honest, basically, we are waiting for Type Soul. If something else comes out, cool. But we have still a brain rot, averaging 600, 700k players a day. Grow Garden's averaging, I don't even know how much Grow Garden is averaging, 2 million. So, at the current moment, we're just waiting for a new game to come out. But being brutally honest, as far as RuneSlayer goes, I don't think they can really recover from this. If they end up rolling back everyone's data and everyone does get their slot, I don't think many people are going to play. To be honest, my own personal recommendation is if you like RuneSlayer, play Deep Ocean. There's a reason why Deep Ocean has 10k players right now, right? And that is because Deep Ocean, for the last 4 years or something, has remained, unironically, probably the best mix of PvE and PvP inside of one singular game. I don't think there has been a game to come out since Deep Ocean that has had a better blend of, if you want to be a PvE player, you can be a PvE player, and if you want to be a PvP player, then you can do that as well. No other game has captured that perfectly like Deep Ocean has. That is why Deep Ocean will probably forever have around 10k players. And if they do a big update, the game goes up to like 30, 40k. Hopefully they do. Still a la boo boo. We dead ass. Anyways, I just don't think RuneSlayer, unless if they shut down the game again and come out with a big update, then I don't really think RuneSlayer's gonna do anything. And then keep in mind, the game would be shut down for like 2 to 3 months, again, if they do end up closing the game. I doubt they'll close the game, because they know as soon as when RuneSlayer, or as soon as when Type Soul comes out, that this game's dead. That's what they know at the current moment. So obviously they're gonna bring the game back and try to milk the little bit of money that they can. But I do think once when Type Soul or an actual game comes out, RuneSlayer might get like 2k players, 4k players. Honestly, this game just feels like a Type Soul waiting room. I don't think really anyone is seriously playing RuneSlayer because they like RuneSlayer. Even Revolver himself, he's a big fan of this game, and he hasn't really been playing it because, you know, the update was pretty bad. So you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts and all that inside the comment section down below. But the fact that they wiped everyone is a little insane to me. But yeah, we'll just have to see where they go with it. If they roll back, then sure, cool. If they don't, GG, game's cooked. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.